Hello and welcome back everybody, my name is LittleCornDogs, and in today's video I am going to be making an aircraft that can break the sound barrier. But of course, that is not all that is happening in today's video. First, I'm going to need to build it, then I'm going to need to test it to see if it can actually break the sound barrier, and then at the very end I'm going to be testing this thing against all of the pirates here on, what is this map called again? Airborne! Now if you don't know, I actually already tried to break the sound barrier with the world's fastest delivery jet. And well, I'm not going to spoil that video, but I recommend you go check that out after this one. Anyways, that is enough talking for me, let's get to building. So if we go into build mode and then go straight over here to the wedges, this is going to be a 3x1. I'm just going to go ahead and go back by, I don't know, like maybe 10 of these guys. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Also, I should be doing this in build mode. Come on, corn dogs. What are you doing? I'm always slacking, man. I'm always wasting time. Mirror mode. There we go. All right, now I'm going to extend this little back half here. And I just want it a little bit longer, so I'm gonna go like that. And honestly, here I'm just really trying to mess around with the shape to try and get that DarkStar look. By the way, I don't know if I said this or maybe you just didn't get the hint, but I am recreating the DarkStar from Top Gun. Now there is some controversy if this thing is actually real or not. Now they have had some like prototypes, or I guess some aircraft that look very similar, you know, very much like the DarkStar from Top Gun, but I don't think that it goes like 3 times the speed of sound like they claim it does. But hey, you never know. I don't think our military really shares everything with us right off the bat. And also, it was in a movie, so it's probably not 100% accurate. Anyways, I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this in, but I'll be right back once I start adding the cockpit, and of course, some other control surfaces, and also the thrusters on the bottom. Alright, well, I am back, and as you can see, I basically just left a couple holes here for the little ailerons, and this whole middle section here for thrusters, and also just trying to get the nice little angle, the little top half of the DarkStar. There's like a little seat for the guy, and then I don't know why, but the entire cockpit just kind of goes all the way back. Now I'm very limited to blocks here, so you know, not really thinking anything of it when it comes to it looking perfect. But anyways, let's keep going here. Now with this new seat, if you don't know, I love to use these rounded bits here because man, does it just look great with it. But let's go ahead and just build as far back as we can. I think that's okay. But now I'm going to go like this and just build this thing all the way back until it looks right. All right, so I went back 16 times with these guys here. All it looks like I need to do now is just go back and down with this thing. All right, and I'm essentially just going to drag and copy all this and basically just paste it on the bottom. But of course, I'm going to take out this seat, and then I'm going to move this up and back just by a little bit here. And then I'm going to take away those as well. So, you know, it looks a little bit nicer on the bottom here. But with that said, I think I'm going to need to scoot those back just like that. And you know what, just for the meantime, so that this is holding on, I'm just going to fill this in like so. Now I'll just fill in these little gaps here with some of these little ailerons. And with the controls, I'm just going to do S and W, and I think that that's okay for now. I'm probably going to have to slow down the speed just a little bit, because if we're going to be going close to, what is it, 767 miles an hour, I think 0.50% speed is going to be way too fast. Oh dang it, wait, I totally forgot about the vertical stabilizers. We're definitely gonna need those on here. So I basically built up 3, and I'm just gonna scoot this thing over like that. Put this elevator fin in here. Well, maybe if it'll fit. Let's see. Yeah, there we go, it fits. All right, now I'm just gonna build straight down just so we have a little bit more structural integrity here. So if we ever get shot up, this thing won't be the first thing to go. So now let's just get a 2x1 slope here and just bring it all the way down. I'm thinking, yeah, something like that. That looks sweet. So I'm gonna fill these in, and then we'll move on to the thrust here on the bottom, and then we'll go towards the intakes. All right, cool, that's looking good. I'm gonna go ahead and just take this whole thing out of mirror mode, and I'm basically just gonna flip it upside down just so it's a little bit easier to see on the inside here. Now, if you haven't noticed, I'm going, I guess you could say, extremely simple when it comes to making this thing. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off smoke and keep it on space, and just copy this thing going all the way down. Looks like we're missing a little spot here. You know what? I want to put one of these space thrusters just because we're going to need the space in here to be able to add as many thrusters as we possibly can. And honestly, we're going to need some form of roll, and I'm not sure if I want to rely on these when going super high speeds. I want something just a little bit more reliant, so I'm going to go with a gyro. All right, cool. That's in there, and it also holds the space thruster. Also, let's turn off the smoke on there as well. And I'm going to turn the speed up to somewhere around 7. Now, I'm not sure if that's going to be good or too fast, but of course, this is all just one big test, and I'm going to be figuring this all out. But now that we are here towards the back, we're not really going to have much room to add any of these guys in here. So I'm going to stick with just these quick little mini thrusters, and yeah, hopefully this all works out. Maybe I can flip these things around so that we can actually cover this all up eventually with some of those panels or shield pieces, whatever you want to call those things. So copy and copy. Yeah, that actually works really good. Everything's nice and snug in here. And with these guys, let's make sure smoke is off. Okay, I guess they don't really have smoke, so it's fine. But you know what? I'm actually pretty surprised that this thing is coming together as smoothly as it is. I'm just gonna go ahead and fill this up the best I can. Looks like we're gonna need little 2s in here, 2x1s. Now that looks ugly, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cover it with these little shield pieces. So again, I'm gonna go all the way down here. Ooh, there's a little bit of overhang. So let me go ahead and just put a 2x2. But let's roll this thing over and let's see how it's looking now. I am loving the look of this thing. Now, of course, there are still some massive intakes that go on each side, and that's going to be a lot of where the extra thrust is. We can't just rely on the ones that are in here. It's just not going to be quick enough. Okay, so moving on towards these quick little intakes where we're going to be putting more thrusters, I'm going to just stick with the regular shape here of the 3x1 little wedge. So if you see here, it's nice and flush. And with this inverted corner, I'm just going to make sure that it is all lined up. So yeah, that's looking sweet. All right, and I'm going to do just the same exact thing, just 4 over. But because we are in mirror mode, hopefully I could just kind of swap it like that. Yeah, look at that. Now, if we're going to get really technical here, I'm going to go ahead and scoot this forward so it kind of looks more realistic to the real life DarkStar. But anyways, I'm just going to go ahead and keep building. I just think that this is going to look cool if this actually works, but let's see. Ooh, yes. Okay, cool. It does work. So I'm essentially just going to copy this and paste it back this way. So let me flip it, and you know what? I might actually have to mess around with this thing so it's a little more accurate. So when it comes to the real DarkStar, these are actually flipped on the back side, so it's something more like that, and also like that. So it's not perfect when it comes to colliding with these small little elevator fins, but honestly, it's at the bottom of the plane, so no one's really going to notice. And also, we're going to be going, well, faster than the speed of sound, so I really don't think anyone's going to notice. Anyways, let me fill in these big gaps, and we'll start chucking some thrusters in here. Alright, well, it's looking nice and clean. Anyways, let's go ahead and put some thrusters in here, like I was saying. So, just regular dragon jets. Now, the only problem is that they're not going to be perfectly aligned within each other because of the little overhang on this side in comparison to this side. Also, I guess I deleted this thing on this side, so let's fix that. There we go, look at that. Alright, disable smoke, space is right, and let's just copy these things going all the way down. Alright, and for cosmetic purposes, I'm just going to be adding some small thrusters where I can. So I'll put one there, I will put one here, and then let me go ahead and copy these squares again and scoot this back, and basically just add another thruster there. Some of you may say it looks ugly, but honestly, you won't even be able to tell because of how fast we're going to be going. Alright, well, this thing is looking very nice. Now, when it comes to breaking the sound barrier, we need to check and see if there's any aerodynamic issues. And I already see a few right here. If you look at these red spots, you can see that that is where a lot of drag is. And a little bit right here as well, you can see it's just slightly darker green, so that's going to be slowing us down just a little bit. Other than that, I don't see any other areas that could be possibly slowing us down. But for those of you who may be new or just have never zero drag glitched anything, this is the way to do it. So basically, you just put a detachable block here, you go to make scrap, and you could just do it to any button that you want. I'm just going to do spacebar because the second I click spacebar, this thing's going to be taking off anyways, and all these will will just detach. Now you could also connect it to a distance sensor and turn the distance sensor all the way down to 0 so that everything just automatically just detaches right off the bat. But yeah, essentially when all these detach and break off, technically, there is now zero drag issues when it comes to anything being right here, which doesn't really make sense. But honestly, I think I am completely fine with that because I like going fast in this game. I don't know about you, but I like going really fast. But let me go ahead and just copy these so that our aerodynamics look nice and clean. Oh, I also forgot these guys down here, so let me copy this and go right there. And then, of course, just make sure that the settings are all correct when we do space and make scrap. But other than that, I'm going to go ahead and paint this thing up, and I will be back for the test to see if we actually can break the sound barrier. I'm happy to say that it is all painted up and it is ready to fly. Let's go ahead and get out of here. Let's do R1. If you guys look, shaboing boing, look at this thing, dude. This looks sick. Let's get all these unnecessary blocks off of here. But yeah, it looks cool. Just a simple little paint job, nothing too crazy. I don't want this thing to stick out like a sore thumb. But anyways, let's go ahead and take off. I did, ooh, yikes. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that was a sign for me to show you guys exactly what I did. So if you look on the bottom here, you could see that I added a distance sensor. There it is. And I just connected it to these two little elevator fins. Now, the reason for that is because I saw that there was just a bunch of weight in the back. And essentially that would allow our nose to just constantly be sticking up in the air. And I really don't want that. But anyways, let's go ahead and do our quick first little takeoff here. Let's see if we can break the sound barrier. Honestly, I think with the amount of thrust... Okay, buddy, you need to go straight. What are you doing? All right, well, we are off like a fart in a windstorm. Let's see if I can actually get up to speed here. Let's get away from these stinking pirates, man. Hopefully they don't shoot us. But honestly, that is one of the tests that we're going to be doing. I'm thinking of course, trying to run away. Wow, this is flying perfectly level. I really like this. Let me nose up just a tad bit here. Oh, wow. Okay, I wasn't even looking at the speed. We just broke the sound barrier and we're going 800 miles an hour now. All right, well, you know what? I will take it. I guess my first sound barrier breaking vehicle has finally been built. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the HUD. You guys see how fast I'm going. I mean, it's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't think any of the pirates are gonna be able to even get one shot on us because of how fast we're going. Now, I do... Okay, we should probably try and go around. Wow, I'm so glad I tilted left instead of... or right instead of left. We would have exploded into that mountain right there. Okay, honestly, how fast am I going right now? 600... 700 and climbing. This is insane. I'm going through each biome of the map. Okay, broke the sound barrier again. I'm going through each biome of the map in like 30 seconds or less. I mean, just completely looping the map, man. This is crazy. But let's test these pirates right here and let's see if they can actually even get a shot on us straight through the dead zone. And I don't even see any bullets. I don't even know if I register to them. Okay, there was a little fart dust over there, yeah, and off in the distance. But honestly, I think that there is a more than likely of a chance of me crashing before any of these guys even get a shot on me. I mean, their bullets look like they're traveling in slow motion. The next test that I'm gonna do is actually adding a rocket and some guns on this thing. I really do wonder if, like, it's even worth it to add something like that on here, like maybe like a rocket or, okay, broke the sound barrier again, or maybe even a gun, because I mean, there's no shot that anyone will even be able to catch me or shoot me ever. I guess I can kind of just fly this thing to be like the best boom and zoom aircraft there's ever been to live in Trailmakers. But yeah, let me add some guns on this. Oh, here we go. There's some little pirates down here and nothing at all. Nothing. I'm totally gonna die. I'm totally gonna die. Let's just turn these guys up to 0.50. Oh, okay, or 51. That's fine. It's a little sharp here, but you know what? At least I'll be able to pull up before I die. So anyways, let's go for these guys again. And anything? Okay, I locked on. Pull up. Pull up. Come on. Come on. Whew. Okay. Okay, am I going to be able to turn in time? Absolutely not. Okay. You know, there are pros and cons when it comes to having a hypersonic or supersonic plane. Oh my gosh. Okay, this guy's an easy target. He's literally floating in one spot. Okay, okay, okay. Well, I just blew up myself here. Let's go ahead and repair so we don't, you know, detach from the entire aircraft. And let's try for an easy target again. And there we go. Okay, this thing is so fast it blows itself up. It's faster than the rockets that it's launching. Okay, right in front of us. We can't miss this guy. We can't. There's no way. Okay, I missed that guy. Nice. All right, here we go. Here's some robot planes. Let's see if we can hit one of them. And absolutely not. You know, I really think that a supersonic plane is just not the best for dogfighting. Well, boys, I have built the DarkStar. I have broken the sound barrier. I did some tests with the NPCs in here. And I also tried using some missiles. And, well, there's not really a point of adding any on this guy. But if you did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like and go ahead and share it with a friend if you want to build a hypersonic, supersonic, whatever you want to call this thing, with your friends. I guess you could say that this is a good tutorial to do so because, well, it's not that hard of a build. And to be honest, I think that this looks pretty nice. But as always, thank you so much for watching. My name is LittleCornDogs, and I will see you guys in the next one.